Hello everyone and welcome to another Lightning Nationals installment, this time coming at you from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Two sets of cars, nothing fancy, nothing going past, no van stacks, just iron wall and some cars, and today we got a 6-truck field. It'll be Gunnar Simmons in Buck Wild, Mark Forrester in Livewire, Buck Miller in Silver Streak, Joe Montgomery in Snow Problem, Will Baldwin in Snowcat, and Curtis Sparks in Wildcat. You do have a lot of drivers in this field that are definitely veterans of the sport or have been driving for a while. And now we're going to be turning to the racing bracket, starting off in the first round with Wildcat taking on Snow Problem, followed by Buck Wild and Livewire to round out round number 1. And then your two free pass trucks are Snowcat and Silver Streak, so they both get a bye into the semifinal round. And as we're getting shaped up for round 1, the first race will be between Snow Problem and Wildcat. Both these drivers have been around for a little while. Since '98 has Joe Montgomery been behind the wheel, almost coming up on a decade-long campaign. Wildcat, the driver, only from 2001 took a 6-year break, and now we're off the line. And as you can tell, the break has definitely stalled him a little bit as the win goes to Snow Problem, putting Wildcat on the trailer early. Next, we're moving on to Livewire taking on Buck Wild. Buck Wild, brand new truck, new China tires, new chassis, new identity. Livewire still rocking the old chassis, has a racing championship underneath it. Off the line, looks like it might matter, and it will. Livewire coming away with the win, probably by a tire tread, just knocking off Buck Wild. And now we're into the second round of competition. Snowcat taking on Snow Problem, and Silver Streak taking on Livewire. If you thought the first round was close, the second round is shaping up to be a gunfight right now. Starting off with the two snow trucks. Snow Problem power wheeled off the line at the start, but Snowcat has definitely been able to take a hold of these straight line courses. Let's see what they go off the light. It's going to be all on the light. Snowcat once again power wheels to crossing, gets the win. I mean, he is just on the trigger, on the light, and across those cars in the blink of an eye. And Snowcat will have to try another day. Next round, Silver Streak taking on Livewire. Two different types of chassis here, two different types of tires, two different types of mentalities. Let's see what the green light has. They're off the line, and Silver Streak is going to come away with the victory, but man, both of those trucks just skied across those cars. But air doesn't mean you're winning, and Silver Streak is moving on to the finals. This is looking like it's going to be a dandy. Silver Streak definitely got the distance and the height, but Snow Problem's been cracking wheelies and getting across those cars super quick. It's all going to be who's on the light first. And here we go, green. They're off the line. Snow Problem sleeps a little bit, but it's not going to matter. He pulls the rabbit out of the hat and gets the victory, just absolutely nailing the gas, getting across the cars first, and that's all that matters. Now moving on to freestyle, we see the freestyle order. We're going to be starting off with Wildcat, then Snow Problem, then Buck Wild, Silver Streak, Snowcat, and lining out the rest of the freestyle field will be Livewire. He's definitely one to watch for, has had some crazy freestyles throughout the season, but Snowcat is nothing to scoff at, but neither are the others. But definitely rounding out the field are your two top guys. But here comes Curtis Sparks and Wildcat. Like I said, 6 years off, first time returning to the driver's seat in a chassis that is just now eclipsing a decade old. Or should I say 10 years of years and abuse, just in case of some people may not be able to math. But that's okay. We don't need to do math. We're watching monster trucks. And right now, Curtis is definitely getting two good hits in. Right now, kind of taking a little bit of time lining up. Gets a great skyway, embedding the tailgate into the car, ripping it off, and those supports are definitely been used. But now we're going down to 30 seconds. Kind of wraps it around. Looks like he might be looking for some donuts. Gets it going. Gets 1, 2, going for 3. Maybe not the fastest rotation he's looking for. Looks like we're going to get 4 out of it. Now he's lining up for the cars one more time. Just got a great skyway off the orange lane. Gets it again. Not as vertical, but definitely gets the distance. Wraps it around. 10 seconds left. Gonna have to crack something off here. He's gonna back up. He's gonna go for some air. 3, 2, 1. He's gonna get the last hit in. He's gonna launch it across the car. He's gonna clear 3 more. And Curtis throwing down a run to be proud of after 6 years away from the seat. He's gonna finish up with some extra donuts for you fans. Spin it towards the camera. I'm going to stop and get a nice side shot of the truck. What a run for Curtis coming back to Wildcat. Now, your racing winner, Joe Montgomery in Snow Problem, might be looking for a double down here. We know the truck can wheelie, and he's starting off with a great one. Puts it on the wheelie bar, right on the second car, walks it across for a quick second. Now going for the yellow lane, getting up and over it. As you can see, those cars are definitely getting smushed down, as mentioned beforehand. They're definitely getting used and abused on the starting of the stack, so people are going to start hitting it from the back, but you start running into the problem of getting too close to the wall, but it's not going to matter when you put it on the wheelie bar vertical on the edge of the car, standing it straight up and down, looking at the ceiling of the Grand Rapids, Michigan arena. Now launches it over the orange cars, gets a little sideways. Got to be careful on those landings. Could knock the truck out of shape, get on two wheels. Some of these guys have open diffs, so then at that point you're just hitting the throttle and praying. But it's no problem, not letting that deter him from getting it up and over these cars. 15 seconds left, and so far he's been going hit to hit, up and over the yellow stack, walks it across on the downside of the car. Getting real close to the wall, shuts it down for a quick second, thought he was going to get a little too close. Getting right back into the middle of the arena. Looks like he's going to line up for the backside of the yellow cars. Looks like that last one in line's knocked out a little out of shape, but it's not going to matter. That's going to do it for Snow Problem in the scored run. Parks it up on the car. Let them know what you think here at Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now moving on to a brand new truck, brand new look, brand new tires, brand new chassis. Buck Wild. It being an all new truck here. The racing didn't go his way, but the truck landed really nice. Didn't look like it didn't give him any really bad rebounds, so we know the truck's working pretty good out the hole, and he's sending it to start off with up and over the orange lane. Now Gunner, he's been pretty experienced, driving since 2001, so isn't afraid of that loud pedal, but you also got to think he has a brand new truck underneath him with brand new parts and testing out brand new tires. But he's backing up, and he's going to line up for the orange lane, going to send it one more time. Huge air, leaps and pounds across the cars. Could have cleared an extra, almost could have cleared an extra set off of that. But now, kind of has to back it up. Momentum definitely hasn't been his strong suit right now. Might be having a little bit of steering issues or getting the truck to swing how he wants. Right now, cracking off some donuts, just blowing smoke off those tires, just absolutely blistering. Now up and over the yellow stack one more time. Looks like he might try to get one more hit in. Aiming for the orange lane. Up and over, good sky wheelie. Might try to get a wheelie out of it. Gets a little wheel stand out of it. Little power wheelie. Brings it back down. Turns it right back around. Looks like he's not done. Going on for a little bit more defense. But now gets huge air over the yellow stack. Going the opposite way. Not even for the score. Just putting on a show for you fans. And he's going to wrap it up right there in the middle of the floor. What a run for Buck Wild and Gunnar Simmons. Now moving on to a man that definitely has the experience, driving since 91, just got past 15 years of driving, Silver Streak, driven by Buck Miller, starting off with some absolute blistering cycles. Look at the rotation, getting close to the wall, shuts it down, keeps it off the billiards. Tiny little hockey arena, you got to be worried about getting a little too close to those, but right now he's not letting it shy away from keeping the truck, cross-threading the cars. Something a little different than what we've seen so far, but with the no sway bars, it's looking like turning around might be a little bit more on the difficult end. Up and over the yellow stack, great sky wheelie. Doesn't have to worry about busting the tailgate off. Been running tailgate list for a little while now. Now up and over the orange stack, it's all sideways on the right front tire. What a save for Silver Streak. Gravity and momentum was his friend. If that went any further over, we might have seen a truck on its lid, but now might have gotten a little scared, but he might be lining up for some big air. Gonna launch it across the yellow stack, gonna finish out the time. Huge air again! That might be the biggest leap off the car stack so far tonight. And now, looks like he's gonna try and wrap it up with some more donuts for you fans here in Grand Rapids and those watching on the channel. Absolutely throwing in some cyclones right now, getting close to the billiard, shuts it down. What a run for Silver Streak and Buck Miller. Now, moving on to Will Baldwin and Snowcat. Will has been competing since 97, definitely has a decade of experience. Saw his chassis come out here that he first made back in 97, put on a great show. This piece right here, going on 4 years old, built in 2004 for the season. But he's definitely got the use out of it, and huge air to start it off with, just clearing those orange cars, and that start car, fans, is smashed. Getting that air is going to be very difficult, and he made it seem easy. Just put the floor to it, or put it to the floor and hope for the best. Clears it once again, getting to the edge of it. Looks like you might be slamming on somebody's tailgate at the end. Now whips it around, getting some donuts. 1, 2, 3, going for cyclones right now, just getting it after it, letting it rip. Look at it, just roosting the tires right now, throwing smoke in the air. And I mean, you gotta be dizzy after that. I bet if he got out of that truck, he'd probably fall right over right now. He might be only to turn left even then. But right now, it's not deterring him. Gets it up and over the orange stack. Gets all crossed up right there. A little bit of a crosser. That was cool. Getting a little cattywampus off the cars. Now goes for the orange stack. Goes for the skywheel. He's gonna bend the rear, ripping the tailgate off. Might have just ripped the kill switch out of it, but what a way to end the run. Snowcat may have just taken the lead with Will Baldwin behind the wheel, but now, to round up the field, it's going to be Mark Forrester and Live Wire. Got a lot to live up to, and it looks like he's going to start off with a great sky lead, putting the wheelie bar into the car. Hasn't gotten to the tailgate yet, but we might see some body pieces off this truck by the end of the night. A little bit of a flat landing there, put it on the left side of the tires, but keeps it under control. Now circling back around, looks like he wants to go right back for that yellow stack. Gets another great skylight, puts it on the final car. Hasn't knocked that tailgate loose, but looks like he's really trying to right now. Now up and over that orange set of cars. Might actually have a piece of it in the back. Oh. Knocked the billards, shut the truck off. That is safety here at our shows. It looks like they're going to clear him to go. Time doesn't stop though, so he's got to make this last 20 seconds count. Already starting off good. Ooh, getting real close to those billards once again. Coming down to 10 seconds left. Good air off the orange stack. Now it looks like he might just be wrapping it up with some donuts. Yeah, he knows that shutoff may have cost him the run, but he's still going to put on a show for you fans. Get some good donuts to crack off the end of time. Now he's going to go for another great sky wheelie. Actually almost rips the tailgate off, putting the wheelie bar in it. Front bumper missing. Tailgate knocked off. He gets sideways though. He cartwheels and he's up and over. I told you he was going to get crazy. It might not have been for score, but it was for the fans. Now we're at the end of the night, and as you can see, Freestyle Rundown has Buckwild at 23, Livewire at 25, Snow Problem 27, Wildcat at 27, so a good tie for third there. Silver Streak coming home in second at 28, and Snowcat topping off the field with a perfect 30 here at the Lightning Nationals in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Thank you again for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next one.